Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Thompson. Victor Wembanyama is out there with John Collins. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. And for the Pacers, Gilgeous Alexander out there with Black. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Smith in at the 4. Pass to Thompson. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for Indiana. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Anunoby in the corner. Gilgeous Alexander against Poole. And a fast break now for the Celtics. First quarter, just over a minute played. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Thompson with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. Pass to Kamare. Now Wembanyama. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And despite the contact, Smith still getting his.
Poole the pass to Collins. Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. On deep, Collins. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Smith. Back to Black. Lock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now here's Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Thompson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
And Thompson kicks to Collins. Wembanyama sets a screen for Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
He can slam it with the best of them. Collins with an all-star weekend-worthy dunk there.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Jokic is third. And, of course, Amen Thompson.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Celtics. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Connects from three-point range. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A 35-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Here's Jokic. Jokic, it's good on the putback.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. Good on the shot. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Kamara. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Thompson sets the pick for Collins. And the rejection by Smith.
How about the reach and reaction by Smith Jr. to get his hand up and just disrupt that play?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Kamara. He's guarded by Anunoby. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander by himself. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Check out the stats for Thompson. Last season, he played outstanding. Came in about 14 points per, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Now, here's Collins. He had 10 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. Jokic against Wembanyama. Back to Poole. 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Anunoby is screen on Collins. Smith, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
It's stolen by Smith. The drive by Jokic. Here's Kamara. He's guarded by Anunoby. Pass to Collins. Wembanyama with it. And here's Thompson. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Poole for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Back to Jokic. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Jokic with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. A nice shot by Black. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Some changes for Indiana. Drummond comes in for Jokic, and it's Lopez in for OG Anunoby. Celtics making a switch here. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Toronto. Thompson passes to Jones. Smith outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Wembanyama. Fader on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Indiana leading by 8. Lopez outside. Smith against Thompson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points. Celtics trail by 10. Now Thompson. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Rebound Boston. And here's Jones. Still yet to score. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Drummond up top. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wembanyama. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Smith's shot is good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Drummond to the inside. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. Thompson with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Boston. A floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 1:41 left to play here in the first. To the paint. Here's Thompson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Celtics trail by 4. Thompson looking for an opening. Down low, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, you can see why they involved Wembanyama in the two-man game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Drummond. And Jones sends it back. And they're able to recover. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Back to Wembanyama. He nails it, and we're tied up. Wembanyama's got 15 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Wembanyama. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Offline with the baseline jumper. Here's Smith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Sometimes you have to fight for it, and Smith showed he's up to the task.
The Pacers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Smith.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. Takes it off the glass. 17 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Indiana. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
That free throw good from Thompson. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Jokic. Now Clark. Indiana moving it around. Jones looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Jokic kicks to Jones. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Collins. Thompson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Brown. Thompson with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
A 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Philadelphia.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference maker.
There's Brown with the 3. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by Collins.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Jones dishes to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Now, here's Anunoby. After the miss from John Collins, Jokic, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. And Poole gets it to go.
In that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
Clark outside. Out left of the wing. Jokic finds Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one. Collins setting the big for Jones. Pass to Kamare. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That one's not going to go. Indiana leading by 3. On the wing, Anunoby. Defended by Jones. Outside, Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Down low, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside, Jones. To the paint, here's Poole. Lays it up off the glass. Poole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Back to Jones. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Jones against Poole. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Black. Jones with it. Jokic inside. Working on Collins. Black, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Now, here's Poole. He had 19 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
The Pacers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Wembanyama is checked in. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Now Thompson following Tyus Jones' three-point attempt. And Thompson kicks to Jones. Back to Thompson. Jones with the bounce pass. The screen from Thompson. And Poole puts up a deep 3. Boston again missing. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
Here's Poole after Indiana gets the 3. Jones with the screen on Jones. Poole against Jones. Poole the pass to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama is capable of. He can put on a one-man show.
Jones finds Jokic. Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Rebounded by the Celtics. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Deflects the pass. Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Black, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Lopez, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Tyus Jones. And the Celtics also making a change. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. And so he hits both. Here's Poole. He's got 8. Pass to Thompson. Smith left side. Off target with his 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
and good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here is Smith. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Jones sets the pick for Thompson. Unloads. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Poole against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. Over Wembanyama. Jokic, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with the steal. Smith kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Jokic inside.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Thompson outside. Outside, Jones. Wembanyama down low. Jokic defending. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Pacers leading by 7. It's Black in the corner. Back to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. The Celtics shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Out to Thompson. The tray. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts. Wembanyama is the first guy you need to get a body on.
Smith outside. Back to Lopez. Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. By Jokic from distance.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
To the middle. Jokic with the steal. To the inside. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Jokic. And it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing. And boy, is he capable.
Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Thompson. Pocket 2. No good with the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now Thompson. Following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep.
Well, the moment Wembanyama gets that ball down low, you lose. You have to deny the entry.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the first one at the line is good.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lopez outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
I think for the Pacers, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Pacers.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Indiana leading by 8. On the court right now for the Celtics. Collins is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Thompson. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Now here's Anunoby. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Kept alive. Here's Collins, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, you can see one of Collins' best attributes is his ability to finish through contact.
At the line for one.
One shot.
And that one misses. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it. But at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Anunoby outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 6. Wembanyama passes to Collins. Over Clark. And that one is good. Collins has got 8 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Clark. Here's Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Black. Clark a screen on Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Black, and the rejection by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Pass to Kamare. Now Wembanyama. A miss that time would have put him up. Indiana leading. Here's Black to end the drought. That shot off the mark. Good defense by Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Poole the pass to Collins. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Over Smith. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Collins.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
This timeout is for everyone, except you fans. We're throwing shirts. Time to get loud. All right, kids, who wants a free t-shirt? T-shirt time, everyone. Get out right now.
Brown is checked in for Indiana. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In fourth, the Celtics.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Here's Smith. He's got 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown outside. Smith sets the pick for Brown. To the middle. They need this one. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the sprint from the young fella? Smith Jr. able to take contact and finish through it.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Smith no good on the free throw. Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. And he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Collins looking around. Wembanyama, a screen on Clark. 14 feet away, and that's off the glass and in. Collins has got 10 points.
Well, when the jumper is falling for Collins, it's a good sign for this offense.
Clark, a screen on Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Now Clark. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rupert's checked in. Clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Boston with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the basket by Rupert.
Smart read by Poole there, noticing the overcommitment and making the D pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Anunoby. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Anunoby. And the 3 off target. The Celtics with the lead. Poole on the wing. Pass to Collins. Here's Kamara. Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Clark. Bucket is good. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Well, Wembanyama can do it all, but the coaching staff would like to see him stay in the paint as much as he can.
Now, here's Clark. Anunoby outside. Smith for 3. Drops in the tray. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. changing it up here.
Pacers Youth Dance Team. The Pacers Youth Dance Team, fans.
Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Let's find out the news on Nikola Jokic. David, what's the update?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Pacers. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
So it's the Celtics now. Following Tyus Jones' three-point attempt. To the left side wing. Lopez against Jones. Drummond with a screen on Jones. Bounce pass, Lopez. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers.
Great showing for him last season. He was around 28 points per clip last year, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And both free throws good for Lopez. Boston shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to Smith. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the paint. Here's Jones. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Jones has got it all tied up now for Boston.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Jones. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
That one misses for Jones.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
On the wing, Jones. Lopez covering inside. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Jones against Lopez. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Wembanyama outside. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Yes, that goes in. Jones has got 9.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Wembanyama. Good D by Drummond. Indiana leading. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court. The length, his mobility, how fluid he is, it's unprecedented.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. Third spot, the Celtics.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You can see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for the Pacers. Black comes in for Brown. Wembanyama with it. He's got 34. Boston again missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Jones. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Jones. Smith in the posts, working on Jones. Here's Wembanyama for three. Buries it from three-point range. Wembanyama's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Smith left side. Lopez outside. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Rebound by Smith.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Wembanyama outside. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for Boston. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jabari Smith is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Black. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pacers trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Black. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Smith. Drummond trying to get himself free. Out to the right wing. A nice shot by Black. Black's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Rupert. There's a screen by Collins. Shoots from 14. And it's Rupert missing. And here's Indiana. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith the pass to Anunoby. And here is Drummond. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Black. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul. First team foul. 2 shots. Black.
The first free throw is good. Poole's checked in for Boston. He's off on the second.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points. Pass to Rupert. Jones against Smith. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Black from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Kamare. There's a screen. Drives to the hoop. It's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Anunoby. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
At the line, for Indiana, OG Anunoby. One shot.
Celtics trail by 6. Outside Collins. This ball movement by Boston. And they'll get another chance. Thompson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander to stop the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw good from Thompson. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Indiana leading by 5. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Oh, 2 loud points from Smith there. Get up, Jabari.
And George Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Rupert. Thompson outside. Collins setting the big for Thompson. And the layup falls.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Drummond after the basket by Boston. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Thompson outside. Pass to Kamare. Here's Rupert. He's guarded by Anunoby. Here's the screen. Thompson from long range. Rebound Andre Drummond. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Wasted no time on that one. Black's got 7 now in this quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
And here's Poole for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Gotta know Poole is looking for revenge in these situations. Nice triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Smith. Now here's Drummond. He's guarded by Collins. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Indiana, another three.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Back to Poole. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Poole no good. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Smith, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And Poole now, top of the key. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Celtics making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 19-6 run. Smith on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Black. Down low. Here's Smith. And the rejection by Collins. Wembanyama outside. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Indiana. Smith outside. Smith with a screen on Poole. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Here's Wembanyama. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wembanyama's got 39. Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Black. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Poole. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Poole's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tightly contested, but Poole can make shots with guys hanging all over.
Pass to Smith. Fires for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Now, here's Poole. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Poole, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Smith. The 11-footer. And Boston with the rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Your Pacers high school. Come on, everyone. Get loud. Attention fans. Now on the court is your fight squad. Get loud. Let's go here. 126.
for Drummond. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by Indiana. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Indiana. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Anunoby in the corner. Smith outside. Pass to Black. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Now here's Thompson. Outside Collins. Here's Poole. Fires the three. And they recover it. Wembanyama sets a screen for Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, at his height, Wembanyama gives defenses very few good options. So a foul really isn't surprising.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And so it's Indiana with it. The lead is 2. Here's Black. Smith outside. Lopez outside. Trying to end the drought. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
That's good from Lopez. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Wembanyama with it. Wembanyama on the attack. And it's good, 2 points. Wembanyama's got 43 points.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
Pass to Smith. Lopez, a screen on Collins. Smith kicks to Black. Shot clock at 6. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Collins.
Playing with confidence. Smith wants to be a guy that this team can rely on.
1 shot. Jabari Smith.
The free throw drops for Smith. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Kamare. to the middle. Here's Collins. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Big time from Collins right there.
Indiana's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And here's Smith. Fires the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Collins. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Anunoby. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Collins. Collins has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Black. And he drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
At the line, for the Pacers, Black, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Look, every trip to the line counts, but getting all of these was extra important.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, tough shot.
Well, he's not the thickest guy, but Wembanyama can bully his way inside when he needs to.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Poole, and the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
To the Celtics, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Lopez gets to Black. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Good!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now, here's Thompson. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, with his size, Wembanyama is the ideal option in close situations. Wembanyama will get a clean look.
And a big moment right there for Smith Jr. How about the poise in the clutch?
The Celtics call time.
Here are your Pacers Players Dance Crew.
Celtics passing it around, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now, here's Poole. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Collins. Pass to Kamare. Off target from three-point range. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Out to Thompson. Launches a three. Rebound by Smith. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Pistons foul. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jordan Poole. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. Both free throws good from Poole. And so the Pacers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone